All right, all right, all right. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. All right, obviously, we got two NBA games today and a pretty small college basketball slate. But yo, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Yo, there's value on today's slate, yo. I think we're gonna make a lot of money. I really do. I think tonight we make a lot of money. I had a really good night last night, so I'm really looking forward to today to keep the momentum going. Um, Shout out to all y'all if you took RJ Barrett. I do apologize for Ferguson. I mean, I don't know what to say, you know. He got targeted six times, I believe. He dropped two passes. He caught three, I believe, for I don't know how many yards, 32 yards maybe. I mean, it happens, guys. I don't know. I thought he was going to shit. So once again, the NFL not great. The under did cash. The under did cash. But yeah, RJ Barrett, man, that was the one. That was the one. And shout out them Raptors, man. It got a little ugly towards the end there. They you know, Raptors really let the game get away from them. You play neck and neck the entire game, literally neck and neck the entire game, and you just give it away in the end, man. It was sad. I really truly believe the Raptors were going to win that game outright. I really thought they were going to, y'all. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, shout out RJ Barrett, man. All right, let's get started, guys. So there's two games. Obviously, I can't bet. Um, yeah, we're definitely doing good right now, man. Appreciate that. Ozzy's on fire, man. Ozzy's on fire. Yeah, better sign up. It's a good idea. It's a good, it's a good idea to sign up. That ain't a joke. It's a real good idea to sign up, especially with as cheap as prices are right now. Christmas is right around the corner. James, man. Good evening, bro. Appreciate you being here, man. As always, bro. As always. All right. So there's two games that I can bet tonight that I absolutely have to talk about with you guys. Um, just because I can't bet it, don't mean I don't want to see y'all cash, right? So definitely want to see you guys cash on this. Obviously, I'm talking about the Princeton game and the Rutgers game. They're the two games that I can't bet because I live in New Jersey. So it doesn't mean that I don't want to talk about these games. It doesn't mean that you guys can't make a brick off of these games because I absolutely think you can. So we're going to start with let me see what I'm not going to be able to see it on DraftKings, so I can't even really give y'all a line. I just got the games written down on my paper, and what I think about them games. So we'll start with the Princeton game, and then we'll move to the Rutgers game, and then we'll get on to the rest of the college basketball card, because it is a pretty good one. I think there's a lot of value out there tonight. All right, so this Princeton game, I like Princeton. Okay, Monmouth is 1-9 this year. They only win they own the only win they have was versus, which is crazy, right? Because this don't even make sense. The only win that Princeton has, I mean that Monmouth has, is against Seton Hall. Bro, that's a little crazy, man. Like the only win you get is against Seton Hall, and every other game you lose. And you guys know that Seton Hall is incredibly good this year. So I don't get it. I don't get this Monmouth team. But one thing I do know is they suck, man. They are a really bad team. They are a really bad team, and I don't care if they beat Seton Hall. I think that game with them beating Seton Hall, guys, was more on Seton Hall not showing up that night and taking Monmouth very lightly, just playing with their food, and they got diced up. Because it wasn't just a walk in the park. I mean, it wasn't like overtime or no. Monmouth won by like 13 points. Like they blew them out. So but none of that means absolute. That means nothing to me. They are a very bad team. Princeton is coming off of a bad loss to Furman, which ain't really a bad loss, but for Princeton it is. I think Princeton is the best team in the Ivy. I truly do. I think Princeton is probably the best team in the Ivy. And that was kind of a step down game for them against Furman, and they lost. So this is a great spot for them to bounce back. I do like this offense a lot for Princeton. I think they're going to have a really solid year, and I can easily see. This is why I wish I knew where the team total was, where the spread was, all this. I wish. I think Princeton is probably going to put up 80 to 85 points here, guys. So I would like Princeton's team total anything under 85, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be. I am super comfortable with. And like I said, lay the points with Princeton here. This should be an easy game for them. MMA Locksmith, man, what's up, bro? Appreciate you being here, man. So I do think that is an easy game for them, all right? So I like Princeton a lot today against Monmouth. Now we got a really good one. And I wish I could bet this game. I wish I could, man. This is the one, y'all. All right, this is the one. VIP status right here. Penn State is taking on Rutgers. Penn State has made us good money this year so far. I'm not knocking them. I kind of like Penn State. But bro, I gotta say, you guys know I've been on Rutgers since the start of the year. If you guys remember in the beginning of the year, I told you guys we're going to watch this Rutgers team. I was like, man, Rutgers is stacked. Their roster is absolutely loaded. They have a ton of talent on this team. They're a little young, but the experience is there. They're just a mix. They're just a really good team, man. I like Rutgers a lot. And I told you all that to start the year, and we got to take advantage of the spots like this, man. We really do. So, Penn State is good, but nowhere near as battle tested as Rutgers. Okay, Penn State, in my opinion, compared to Rutgers, has played a light schedule. And we know Penn State hasn't played that light of a schedule, but Rutgers have just been through the ringer. Rutgers has played top tier teams, man. Like, they have been really, really good. And on top of everything, Rutgers is not an easy place to play, man. I know many people don't talk about it, but Rutgers is not an easy place to play. Rutgers plays their best ball at home. And this is Penn State's first true road game, man. That is huge. We've been rocking with this all year, finding teams on their first true road games, going into another team that, especially like Rutgers, man. I love this spot, man. I love this spot for Rutgers. Um, you know, also, excuse me. Also, Penn State has been winning a lot of their games because Penn State is forcing a lot of turnovers, right? Rutgers is disciplined, bro. They do not turn over that ball. Like, they do not turn over that ball. So I think that Penn State is going to get frustrated tonight. I think Rutgers is going to cause them a lot of problems. They're not going to be able to play an easy type game and play a game the style that they want to. This is just a really bad spot, man. I have Rutgers winning this game by 10. I shit y'all not. I have Rutgers winning this game by 10. And I think they're a pick 'em. I think Rutgers might honestly be a fucking home dog. Rutgers might be a home dog. And I got Rutgers winning this game by 10. On God. So I love Rutgers tonight. Super sad I can't bet them with y'all. But that don't mean I don't want to see y'all cash, man. Go and get that bread. I like Rutgers a lot tonight. Maybe Penn State does show up and give them a game, maybe. But I just can't see it, man. I can't see Rutgers walking out of tonight's game without a W. I can't. All right, let's go back to. So that's the two games that I don't have on DraftKings that I just wanted to get knocked out of the way. Because if I were to use my DraftKings, they wouldn't be on there. So I just wanted to knock them out of the way before I forgot. You guys can find them games 7 o'clock, I believe. So if you're not in New Jersey, you guys free bands, man. I don't want to say free bands. Nothing is ever really free bands, but Rutgers is a good spot. And like I said, I like Princeton a lot as well. Princeton's team total. I think you should go with Princeton's team total, overlaying the points wherever they're at. If Princeton's team total is anything under 80, 85, I would be comfortable taking that. All right. Let's get started now. We got one game to open us up. We got a really good one, man. We got Tennessee taking on my Canes. All right, so we got Miami coming in 3-6 on the year, man. I mean, Jesus, you got Tennessee 8-0. I mean, what are we doing here? Tennessee is laying 15 smackaroonies all Miami here. Miami's getting 15. We got a total of 145 locked up on both sides at a minus 110. Tennessee is favored here by a big margin. And this is too many points, bro. Okay, this ain't my bias speaking. This ain't none of that, bro. This is too many points, bro. The line, first of all, the line opened up at 17, so they did them dirty like that. But obviously, people seen that 17 and hopped on Miami really quick. Can Miami be a very public dog here? Yes, and that's what's worrying me, and that's why this game is not touching a penny of my money. It's just a game I know people want to talk about, so that's why we're talking about it. I will not have a penny on this game. But you have to take the points with Miami here. It does worry me that they might be, a public dog here. Miami, yeah, man, they're on a losing streak. We know that. They're not having the best year, not having the best start. There's a lot of things going on with this team, but they are still competitive. And that's my whole thing here. This is still a team that is averaging 80 points a game. You're giving me a team that's averaging 80 points a game, right? I mean, we just seen it a couple games ago against Arkansas. They only lost by a couple of points. Don't get me wrong. Arkansas is a lot worse than what we think, people. So don't get I ain't really impressed with that Miami game right there, with that Arkansas loss. Because they should have beat Arkansas. Arkansas is really not like that, in my opinion. I don't think the Razorbacks are like that. I really don't. I think this team is starting to get really exposed, and I think it's only going to get worse. Um, you know, Tennessee, man, they're good. We got a really good offense on Tennessee. This team is serious. They're what I see here, though. I see if Miami's able to score, they're going to cover. Um, I mean, unless Tennessee somehow puts up, 100 points tonight, that's the only way they cover this number because Miami's going to put up at least 80, in my opinion. I don't think that this Tennessee defense is really. I mean, they're decent, but not against this Miami offense. They're going to struggle a bit. It's not going to be an easy walk in the park defensive game for Tennessee. And if Miami's dropping buckets, man, it's hard to cover a spread like this. Where's the total at? Honestly, that's weird. They got the total at a 145. They got a total at a 145. I mean, Tennessee's off defense is giving up only 56 points per game, so that's got to be way way up there. That's a really really solid fucking defense, man. Oh my god. All right, let me pull up Ken Palm real quick. I want to see why they got this like this. All right. All right, so we got. Oh yeah, they're second. They're ranked second, man. Uh, Tennessee's defense is ranked second, and their offense is ranked fourth. I didn't realize they were like that. I didn't realize they were that good out of the country. I mean, obviously we know how stacked they are. Like I said, I'm not betting this game. I'm still taking the points with Miami, y'all. I'm sorry. I wouldn't bet this game. It's just too many. It's just too many for a game like this, man. I mean, you got a Miami offense that ain't no chumps, bro. They are not no chumps, bro. I mean, even if Miami only dropped 70, 75 tonight, Miami would still have to be putting up, damn near 90 points. I mean, Tennessee would have to put up damn near 90 points in order for them to cover this number. I'm not risking that. Give me Miami here. All right. Next game we got. If I do skip any games that y'all want to talk about, you guys already know the drill. Drop them in the comments, man. If you guys disagree with anything that I say, drop it in the comments, man. If you guys got to play for it tonight, drop it in the comments, guys. It's there for a reason. Use them. All right. Um, let's see here. Albany, New York, taking on Syracuse. So we got a backyard brawl here. Syracuse is in New York, right? Or am I tripping? I don't know where Syracuse is. I don't know why I'm drawing a. Why am I thinking Syracuse is in New York? Or is it in North Carolina? I'm tripping, bro. I can't remember where Syracuse is. See, use the comments. Someone tell me where the fuck Syracuse is from. Because I can't remember, honestly. I cannot. And I know it. I know where they are. I just can't think of it right now. I think it's New York. Something's telling me it's New York. All right. So anyway, we got Albany taking on. Syracuse, man. This is another game. Syracuse laying 12 points here. 12 and a half, I'm sorry. 12 and a half. And you got Albany getting 12 and a half in this game. Pretty big spread here for Syracuse. I mean, Syracuse, we know their offense is legit. At least I like their offense a lot. Albany, I don't know much about Albany. I haven't paid attention to this team. I do think this is a lot of points to be laying with a team like Syracuse, a team that I personally, uh, you know, I think they took kind of a step back, to be honest with you guys. So I'm really not comfortable laying a number like this with Syracuse. I think this is probably a good spot for Albany to be honest with you guys. I'm just not comfortable laying 13 points, and the line keeps climbing. I mean, this line opened up at 11 and a half. I just seen it at 12 and a half. My bad, I'm not even using my things. I just seen it at 12 and a half, and now it's already up to a 13. I just did I just did our banners not even 15 minutes ago, and the line continues to climb. I'm not comfortable. Albany is a decent offense. I mean, they can put up points. Syracuse can put up points. This total set at a 156 and a half for a reason. It's probably going to be a higher scoring game. I like Albany plus the points here. I think it's a good spot. Mike, thank you. I knew it was New York. I don't know why I had a brain fart, bro. Appreciate that. All right. All right, let's keep it moving, man. I do like Albany plus the 13 there. It's too many. I actually really like Albany in this spot. I think a lot of people I think a lot of people are up on Syracuse this year. I'm really not. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think we're gonna see Syracuse kind of just like I was talking about Arkansas. I think we're gonna see a lot of all that really die down, and we're gonna get some really good numbers fading these teams. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm starting to look for the teams that are laying big double digit numbers every game, and I'm trying to find the ones that we can target to start really hammering the other side on. And obviously, I'm looking for the teams that we can lay big numbers with. But mainly, I'm looking for games like this, like Syracuse, Arkansas, stuff like that is where I'm going to try to live for the next month or so. So give me Albany here plus the 13. I would honestly I would put a bet in on Albany. I really would. All right. Next game we got. I'm not going to talk about the Rhode Island game, man. I mean we're going to talk about the Rhode Island game. I'm not talking about the Duke game. There's just no reason. It's a 33.5 spread. I mean, I'm not laying that kind of number. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. But here's the problem. I actually think Duke could cover that number. So I don't feel comfortable giving Duke out at that price. I do think Duke can cover that number, but it's just way too many points, man. For me to feel comfortable giving out with a team, you know, like uh like Incarnate Word, because Incarnate Word honestly has the ability to lose this game by 40 points, guys. They really do. So, if you want to go ahead and back Duke, I mean, shit. I mean, I ain't going to tell you not to, because Duke would be the right move there. In my opinion, Duke would be the right move there, but it's just not in the cards for me tonight. All right, so this game is we got Rhode Island taking on Brown. So you got Rhode Island coming in laying 4.5. You got Brown getting 4.5. We backed both of these teams this year. We've watched both of these teams this year. So this was a pretty good game to target for me. We got a total of a 151.5 here. Rhode Island laying 4.5. Brown getting 4.5. Pretty big dog here for Brown. The line opened up at 5.5, so it moved in favor, of Brown, and I think rightfully so. I think Brown is the play here. I don't mind Brown. I think they're pretty good, man. I think this is going to be a really good game. We got two decent offenses. I could definitely see a shootout in this one. The total is set pretty high for a reason. I see this ending in the high 70s, both sides. So I like the over here. I definitely like the over here. Um, I do think Brown with the points. I could see this game even going to overtime, something like that. So I really do think Brown is the way to go. I mean, Brown has been playing these non-AP ranked teams incredibly well. I mean, they've won their last 5 games, against non-AP ranked teams. Where Rhode Island, they lost their first what? I don't know what I can't remember. Actually, Rhode Island did not. Rhode Island is still undefeated. Rhode Island's still undefeated. And that's another reason why, right? Another really good reason why we should not be back in Rhode Island here, because this could be the night. I mean, I could easily see Brown walking away with a W tonight, honestly. Um, Rhode Island's getting to that number. I know you guys are probably so sick of hearing it, but where you take the rubber band and you just stretch that bitch, right? I mean, Rhode Island's at that point, man, where that rubber band's about to snap back. So I could easily see the Bears, dropping Rhode Island tonight. So I'm gonna I mean, they did start a little slow off against Bryant, and that game ended up surprising me a little bit. But I definitely like Brown here. I like the over as well. I don't get me wrong, Rhode Island is an okay team. They're not terrible at all, but this is going to be a tough one for them. And like I said, that loss is coming, and this could be it. I mean, this is a great spot for it. All right. See here. We got Here's one. This is the one that I think is absolutely a no-brainer, y'all. All right, we're talking about them 30-point spreads. This is the one. Bro, no way. No way do we lay 31.5 points with NC State. No. I don't care who they're playing. I don't care. I don't care if Coppin State is 0-2. I mean 0-10. I don't fucking care, bro. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Unlike Incarnate Word, Coppin State has actually played a tough schedule, man. They have. Coppin State has not played no pushovers. Like, that 0-10 is a justified 0-10. All right? And this NC State team is going to be a fade for me a lot. This is not the same team from last year, man. This is not the same team that made the run. This is not the same team that looked good and had the whole country just loving the shit out of them. This is not that team, man, and I just don't see it. I don't think. Are they good? Yes. Are they going to win this game? Yes, they're going to win this game very comfortably. Are they going to win it by 30? No way. No way do they win this game by 30 plus. No way. I just don't see it. I don't think NC State's built like that. I think Coppin State has honestly played really tough. Almost every single one of Coppin State's games has been on the road. This is nothing new to them. You know what I mean? Nothing new to them. This is nothing new to Coppin State. And they rarely get numbers like this. Rarely. So yes, they might be 0-10, and it might be NC State on the other side, but this is just way too many points, y'all. Everything has to go right. And on top of everything, NC State just beat Florida State in overtime. This is a perfect letdown spot for them. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm not saying NC State loses this game. They're not going to. NC State is winning this game, and they're going to win it by double digits, but they are not going to win it by 31 and a half. They're not. So I like Coppin State here with the points a lot. I mean, it's just way too many. I mean, they're going to have to shoot. They're going to, for NC State to cover this number, they're going to have to be shooting insane from the three. I mean, you're going to have to hit. You're going to have to put up at least 25 threes, and 18 of them are going to have to hit to cover a 31 and a half, the way NC State has been playing. And I just don't see it. Coppin State is shooting the ball better, right? We have seen it in their last few games. Coppin State is shooting the ball better. They're not giving up as many turnovers. They're forcing more turnovers. Like, Coppin State is just getting better and better as the season comes along. And we just continue to get more and more points with them because they continue to lose games. But that's okay. They're playing good teams. I mean, it is what it is. 31 and a half, not passing it up, man. Give me Coppin State here all day. All right, next game we got Providence versus DePaul. I mean, this is my dog of the day right here. I did a video on it on the YouTube. Y'all can go check it out if you want. But I'm going to tell y'all right here, this is my dog of the day. Providence at a plus 114 is a steal. Providence plus 2 points. Absolute gem. I mean, this is the time of year that we all fucking love, man. Because DePaul is always that team you can always count on to just start their year off sitting at home in their home court, beating up on a bunch of subdivisional teams, right? No line teams. I mean, this is what DePaul does. And what happens? What happens every single year, y'all? Every single year, this team gets into conference play or plays anybody with a little bit of competition, and DePaul gets absolutely smashed. It happens every year. They put on this great record to start their year. They hit conference play and they get absolutely demolished. And this year is no different. So I love Providence here. Providence has really been playing some great teams this year. Like, if you go back and look, bro, the one thing, so Providence already beat fucking BYU. Y'all know how big I am on BYU. Providence beat BYU outright. You know how impressive that is to me? Bro, that was an impressive ass win. And getting this number with Providence against a team like DePaul that is just known for dropping their conference games. I mean, seriously, DePaul was ranked. You know what they're ranked? 361 in strength of schedule this year. 361 in D1 hoops. Bro, it's terrible. I mean, they play any competition, they get absolutely handled. Absolutely handled. It's the same story, same old story. And for Providence to be an underdog in this one, the books got this line completely wrong, man. I'm taking Providence here. I think honestly, Providence wins this game by 5 or more points. That's the way I say it. Providence wins this game by 5 or more points here. Taking the points with Providence. This is a no-brainer for me. And the plus 114 on the money line, just take it, man. I think Providence wins this game. So that's where I'm at. I mean, it's that time of year, man. We fade the ball. It's just what it is. All right, let's keep it moving. We got Michigan taking on Arkansas. So you guys already know where I'm at on this one because we've been talking about Arkansas a little bit already in today's show. I'm on Michigan here, clearly. Michigan laying 3.5 points here. We know that this is not in Arkansas, right? This is at Madison Square Garden. It's a part of that Jimmy V Classic. So these games are at Madison Square Garden. So neutral site, obviously. And we all know now if Arkansas was at home, this would be a different story. Okay, it truly would be. It might be a different story for me. But the way that I think Arkansas is about to really start to really like get worse than it's already been, I don't back this team away from home, man. I don't do it. I do not back Arkansas away from home. They are a fade piece, man. Anytime these boys step on a neutral court or a true road game, fade them. That's all you got to do. You're going to win a lot more than you're going to lose. I mean, fuck, if you have already done that this year so far, you're up big. They're 0-3 against the spread away from home already this year. They played in 2 neutral sites and 1 true road game. They lost all of them. Like this is what Arkansas does, man. I've been impressed with Michigan. I'm not going to lie. I was not big on Michigan coming into this year, but I mean shit, they're starting conference 2-0. 2-0, man. They beat Wisconsin and who else? They beat Wisconsin and Iowa. They beat Wisconsin and Iowa. I think Wisconsin might have been a neutral site, or was it? I don't know where Wisconsin was, but I think Iowa was at home. So I mean, they got 2 really good wins to start off their conference already. And Arkansas, come on, man, they're not that threatening, bro. They're really not. Michigan is the better team, plain and simple. They are the better team, and we're getting them at a really, really solid price. I like Michigan here. That 185 is a great parlay piece if y'all want to use it tonight. I think the minus 185 for Michigan. I think they win this game, though, definitely. Now maybe Arkansas comes out and has a really good shooting night, and maybe keeps this thing close, but I doubt it. I really do. I doubt it. Now, like I said, if we were in Arkansas, then yeah, I could see them coming out and hitting more threes than normal and shit like that. But not at Madison Square Garden, man. Lights are bright. Arkansas is going to fold like they always do. Give me Michigan here. Michigan wins this game. Hopefully, hopefully Michigan wins this game by 10 plus. I'm hoping because then my whole thing will really start you know, uh coming into facts on what I see about this Arkansas team. Was that Wisconsin Coal Center? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Isaiah. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. I apologize, bro. I'm up here just talking. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we got the next game on the board. We got Wisconsin. Speaking about Wisconsin, we got Wisconsin taking on Illinois. I did a write up on this game. It got published last night. So it's been on the website. It's our featured play of the day today. We are taking Illinois in this game. I like Illinois here, man. I really do. I mean, I think this is a pretty good number. I mean, it it is kind of right on the money. I feel like, like that's why I'm not betting this game. That's why I did a write up on it because I like it, but I'm not like in love with it to give it the VIP. So that's usually what our feature articles are. A game that I know that I can write, or whoever's writing on the team who's writing. That's usually what they do. It's not a VIP play, but it's a play we like a lot. And I really do like Illinois. I mean, laying 6.5 here, why not, man? Man, Wisconsin getting 6.5 total out of 153. I mean, they're expecting, a decent game here, and I think it's going to be a really decent game, for sure. Um, it's like I said, I think this spread could be right on the money, honestly. But I do like Illinois here. Illinois won their I dude, they dominate Wisconsin. I couldn't even tell you how many games we've seen Wisconsin play Illinois, and Illinois comes out on top every single time. So that money line is gold. Okay, but obviously the books are not going to give us, the money line. Good news is they're 9-0 against the spread in their last 9 games against Wisconsin. So they also cover against these boys as well. Oh, okay, okay, I got you. Okay, I thought it was a neutral site. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. That's even better. I mean, that's even better right there. That it wasn't a neutral site and it was at Wisconsin. That's even better. Because that speaks a little bit bigger volumes for Michigan grabbing that win. So maybe Iowa's the neutral site. I thought one of them wins was a neutral site for Michigan. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But yeah, back to this. I mean, so let's go look because I do know they're crazy numbers against the spread against Wisconsin. So I'm seeing they won their last 8. So I'm getting 8 meetings against Wisconsin. I mean, we just seen them play back in March, if y'all remember that. They played back in March. Illinois is winning 93-87 at home. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just when a team has another team's number, it's just what it is. And man, I'm sorry. Illinois, there is nothing making me think Illinois is not going to come in here and whoop them. I mean, Illinois is better offensively. They're better defensively. I mean, stat for stat, player for player, roster for roster, man. Fuck all that. Roster for roster, Illinois is the better team. I mean, it's just what it is. They have been undefeated at home. They're averaging this team is fucking their offense is great. Their defense is not terrible. Bro, it's Illinois for me here. Illinois. Um I like Illinois a lot here. All right. We got 2 NBA games. 2 NBA games. All right, man. We got all right, so these are the what? What are these? The cup quarterfinals, right? NBA Cup quarterfinals right here. Um yeah. Yeah, let's do the quarterfinals. All right, so we got the Magic taking on the Bucks, and we got Dallas Mavericks taking on the Thunder tonight. So two really good, well, one really good game in my opinion, which is the Mavericks and the Thunder. I think this Bucks game is stupid, but we got the Magic getting 8 points in this game. You got the Bucks laying 8 points. We got a total of 215, slightly favored to the over. Um, this is obviously I'm not betting this game. I'm taking the Magic. I like what the Bucks have been doing. I really do, and I understand what the Magic are going through right now. Obviously, they have lost now both of their best players. So the Magic really took a big hit. And how the fuck do they both have the same problem? Both of them are out for the for the same reason, and it's not like a common reason of like, oh, they both got a broken foot or something like that. What is the name of that shit? Man, I just read it. I just read it, bro. They're at Bleak or something like that. I just read that shit and I can't remember what it is. But I was like, what the fuck is that? And they're both out for the same thing? That's a little crazy to me. It really that was a little crazy to me, man. That they're both out for that thing. Like that's nuts. But anyway, I like the Magic here. I mean, uh, you know, I just think if you look last time they played, it was last year. Magic beat them down. Magic beat the Bucks down. But the series have gone back and forth. The one thing that gets me is the trend, and there is a big trend here. It's that the home team always wins. The home team always wins in this game, and I think if the Bucks do win this game, I think they're going to win and cover. Obviously, if the Magic win, I think the Magic are going to. I mean, if the Magic, I don't think they're just going to cover. I think the Magic will win outright. I think it's one of those games. Sadly, I do have to take the Magic and the points here. It's a game I'm not betting. The Magic have just been with or without their best players. I still feel like the Magic are the better team. And that's just how I feel. I feel like the Magic are the better team. I think they've been playing the better ball all year long. Um, you know, I'm not sure how the Magic are also going to be with this being their fifth road game in their last 6 days, or in their last 6 games. This is their fifth road game. So there is a lot here to make you stay away from this game. I mean, really. When it comes to players, I don't know if Middleton's coming back or not, or if he is back. I don't know what the deal is there. Um, but obviously that's going to take some pressure away from Lillard. Maybe Lillard might get a little break or something. You know, I just don't know, man. I just don't know about this one. I really don't. I don't have a good feeling on it. I really don't. But it's going to be the Magic for me. Uh, it would have surprised me if the Bucks beat them and covered. No. Would it surprise me if the Magic won this game outright? No. Like that's just why we can't touch it because they got such a big spread. It's almost like they're forcing us to take the Magic, but at the same time, you got to remember the Magic are down their two best players. So, I mean, I get it. But I just can't mess with it. I can't mess with it, y'all. If I were to look at anything in this game, um, I, I really don't know. Um, it would have to be Pope. Probably Pope's, I don't threes or something. I don't know. It would have to be Caldwell Pope. I don't know who else to go to. I really don't on this Magic team. If on the Bucks, if Middleton is back, Lillard everything under for Lillard. Lillard under. I don't think Lillard's if he's back, I think Lillard kind of takes a step back. You know what I mean? So if Middleton is back and the Bucks are healthy like that, I think Lillard is going to take a step back tonight and kind of breathe. You know what I mean? So I would definitely look for Lillard's points to go under tonight. And on the Magic, look for Caldwell Pope. That's the only advice I got for you all in this one. Now the Mavericks. All right. I love this fucking game. I am watching this game. There's just no doubt about it. I have to watch this game. I mean, these are my two favorite NBA teams, in the league. Um, Dude, I'm so torn here because I love the Thunder. Y'all know that, right? Like, I love OKC. This has been a team that has just been really, really good to us, man. Like for the last 3 years, and n- not just to me, but to all betters, right? Like OKC is really They are really like that, man. And that's all I could say about them. They are really like that. And they're just a good team. They're fun to watch. They're a good team. And they make us a shit ton of money. Then we got the Mavericks. And this is a little more personal than like a widespread thing. But first of all, I love Luca, right? Like he's one of my favorite basketball players to ever touch the ball. Um, and the Mavericks are such a good team year after year after year. They are one of the more talented teams in the entire NBA. Um, and they're just fun to watch, man. And honestly, like I know I don't care what y'all say, and this is coming from me who I love the Thunder, man, but I feel like the Mavs are the better team. I think the Mavs are the better team. And I think they have just shown it over and over and over again. I mean, we have seen multiple times where the Mavericks have beat the Thunder in really big spots. And I think they just continue to do that tonight. And it's the price that really has me on the Mavericks here. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, getting 4 points and the Mavericks as a road dog, bro, I live on the Mavericks as a road dog. Fucking live there. So, I mean, this is where they play their best ball. Let's be real. This is where the Mavericks play their best ball. And they have dominated the Thunder, dominated them in big spots, man. So we seen the Mavs beat up on the Thunder a lot of times, man, a lot of times. So I mean, they've just shown us. And to be fair, right now, coming into this game, right? Like coming into tonight's game, I think the Mavericks might be playing some of the best basketball in the entire NBA. Name me one other team who's playing as hot as the Mavericks are right now. I mean, Irvin has really shown me something, bro. Like I respect the shit out of this guy now. And I never really fucked with Kyrie like that. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I really didn't. Like I like Luca, and that was it. But bro, Kyrie has really stepped up, man. And the Mavericks are just rallying behind him, and they're playing some of the best basketball in the NBA right now. And you want to put them as a dog, man? Good fucking luck, man. As much as I like OKC and as much as I respect them, and as much as I know they're a good team, this is the spots where the Mavericks live, man. I love it. I love the Mavericks tonight at a plus 150. I think they win this game outright. I like the Mavericks at a plus 4 here. I mean, I'm taking it, man. So that's where I'm at on that one. I can't wait to watch this game. And I might be wrong. I might be wrong. This is a very tough game, man. It's a very tough game, and there's going to be a lot of opinions on this game, and there's going to be a lot of different opinions, and a lot of probably emotional opinions that come into these because these are two teams that have been playing extremely well, and this could be a preview on what's to come down the road. You know what I mean? Like not just here. I know this is a big game for the tournament and everything. Like this is a quarterfinals here. It's a big game, but like this is still a preview of maybe what's to come. So I mean, really good game, man. I can't wait for it. So, hopefully they come out here and do what they're going to do. And with a total at a 230 and a half, I'm projecting that we're going to have one hell of a ball game, man. So, I'm really excited about this one. That's another thing. Let's go back to that Mavericks game real quick cuz I forgot to touch on this. We're getting 8 points with the Mavericks. I mean, with the Magic at a total. Here's where it's at. Y'all ready for this? 214.5. All right. So y'all tell me, Magic, right? What is the first thing you think of with the Magic? Me is defense. I think this defense is extremely underrated, right? For this Magic. They're down their two best point scorers, right? So how does an 8-point underdog beat the Bucks on the road? How do they do that? They keep the Bucks from scoring, man. They slow this game down. They make this game ugly as possible, right? They make this game ugly as possible, make this into defense, 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 physical ass game, low scoring game, and we got a 214.5. In my opinion, it's telling us where to go here. So I did want to touch on that because I forgot when I was just talking about the Mavericks total. I seen the 214, and that's exactly what the Magic are probably going to do. They're probably going to come in here and use that defense that we all know is one of the better defenses in the NBA. Um, and they're going to muck this game up. They are going to make this a lower scoring, physical ass game and keep the Bucks from scoring as much as possible. They're going to hold on to the ball as long as they can. I mean, limit the Bucks to one shot per trip. I mean, and you got you a cover, man, if not a win. So, yeah, we're rocking with both underdogs. And I know it on a two-game card like this, you got to think, because majority of the time, 75, 78% of the time, you got a two cards like this between two games. You got, especially in football, but I could say the same goes for NBA, I guess. One one favorite covers and one dog covers usually. But here, man, we're taking both dogs, man. We're taking both dogs here. Both road dogs too. Both road dogs. All right, man. I appreciate all y'all. Play of the day. Play of the day. I don't know what I want to give y'all. Do I give this off? Nah, I gotta say that for the Discord. I will give y'all. I will give y'all. I don't want to give you my dog of the day though, because you guys already know what that is. And you guys already know what it is anyway. We're taking Providence on the money line. It's a plus 114. I think they beat DePaul outright. I think it's just a no brainer for me, man. So give me Providence on the money line here, and yeah, man, I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. We had a really good show today. 110 people in here, man. I appreciate all y'all. Hopefully, I make you guys some money. Yesterday, we did extremely well. Hopefully, we do really well again yesterday. Luka and Giannis triple double play of the day. Yo, Jazz, I don't know about that. If it hits though, I am definitely going to put you on a flashback. All right, so I did put it up on the screen. So if that hits, you are going on a Plug Talk flashback for sure. All right, man. You guys have a great night. I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Uh Again tomorrow. Uh 5 again. We'll keep it at 5. We'll keep it at 5. 5 o'clock tomorrow, all right? So I'll see you guys. Oh, in the morning. Wolf Sports, man. Wolf Sports. I'm in that space tomorrow. I'm co-hosting every Wednesday. Every Wednesday morning I co-host Wolf Sports. So make sure you guys show up, man. You guys, there's a lot of cappers that come in that space and give out really solid plays, and not just for the day. They give out plays for the weekend, for football, Thursday night football, and I'm telling you, man, there's a couple guys in there that are sharp as shit. Like fantasy football forecast is amazing. I listen to everything he says. He is really a knowledgeable dude when it comes to football. Um, who am I missing? There's a couple of them in there, man, that I really listen to. So because you can't listen to everybody. I mean, it's just impossible. You can't listen to everybody. So eventually, you get the ear of hearing and knowing who's pretty sharp and what they're talking about. But there's definitely a few of us in that morning in Wolf Sports Morning Show that you guys should tune in and listen to, not just me. There's other really sharp minds in there, guys. All right, man. You guys have a great night. Let's make tonight a winning one. And man, if you guys hit any plays tonight, man, shout me out. Let me know that you guys hit them. It's the only way that